Hi, it's Sarah from Peaceful Pensive. I just wanted to show you an updated setup of my Gillio medium Compagna. Not loads has changed, but I've kind of tried to make it look slightly more professional because I'm going to be using it at work, and there's a few different things, so I just wanted to show you this again. As you can see, it's a bit more aged now, a few spots, but it's still absolutely beautiful. So inside, obviously, we have the front pocket. So in here, I've just got some parking tickets that I need to keep to claim on expenses. I've got, again, my pocket from Planner Society with our save the date in here. And I've also got some little sticky notes here. So I'll explain what these are for later on. So then in here I've got a couple of like passport photos, some stamps, kind of useful things like that. And then I've got some post-its with contact details on and some post-it notes in the back there. Again in here I've got money because I use this as a purse as well as a planner. And I've got the zipper pull that I made using a sample and a glue dot because the Compagnas don't actually come with the leather pulls. So then we've got the lovely fly leaf, which is great, keeps everything under there personal and looks amazing as well. So this was a card that I got for my birthday from one of my friends, and it says enjoy every moment. And I just wanted to keep hold of that, and I think it's a really good thing to remember. So that's always at the front of my planner. And then I've used the back to just put post-it notes on. I've got some translucent post-it notes on here, and I'll link the shops below that these came from. And then I've got pictures of my family, pictures of my cat on there. Acetate from the Planner Society. And then we come on to my first tab, which is monthly. So this is one of the changes. I've changed my tabs to this kind of clear plasticky stuff that I got from Hobbycraft. So it just looks like that. I think it was like £3, and there's two sheets in here. So that made all 6 of my dividers. So in here I've got my monthly. So this was a free printable from Wonderful. So that's lovely. Then I've got my monthly, which is from Element Designs. I'll link again below. And I've got my little Harry Potter bookmark, which I also use as a top tab. So then one inset that I've added is important dates. So I can't believe I forgot to put this in, but it's just got the kind of things that are happening yearly that are important for me to remember. So I just put some washi on this from the Planner Society, and this was a free printable. I think I literally just googled important dates, free personal size printable, and this came up. So that's like my car insurance, MOT, my cat's vaccinations that are yearly, those things are in there. Then acetate from the Planner Society and my birthdays, which I've showed previously, so I'll link the Etsy shop again. Then I've got my next section. This has got my brain dump in. These are just got some personal information on, so I've just got those hidden for now. My little elephant clip holds, because I've got February and March's brain dump, so it just holds them together. More lovely acetate with my gratitude log. So I've kept my one in from February as well, because I think it's just nice to look back over. So here you can put a kind of year of, month of, and then every day I write something I'm thankful for or grateful for. And you can get one as well that is in a weekly layout. They come as part of the same pack, so I'll link the shop below for that. It's just a few more blank ones, I think. Then I've got my habit tracker, which I think I need to make sure I keep filling in. I really would like to kind of track some more habits, I think. So I think I'm going to make this list a bit longer. But that's all I'm kind of tracking at the moment. Next I have my expenses, which I've been filling out this month. It's been really useful. But I'll just show you a blank one. So again, Wonderful. You've got kind of your date, description, amount, where in your category I use that column to write kind of how much money I've got left. So I kind of take away whatever it is and put it in, just so I've got a running log of how much money I've got left if I don't want to kind of need to check my bank or whatever. And the need want column is actually so useful. So I'm ticking every time it's something that I actually needed and every time it's something that I actually wanted. And I'm going to look through at the end of the month and see how much stuff I'm just buying just because I think, well, I wanted that rather than that I needed it. Maybe I could have saved that money. So after that, I've got my weekly. So that's, again, another clear dashboard. These stickers are also from Planner Society. I'm not sure how well you can see those. So I've basically done a running tasks list because I had loads of stuff that I kept writing over and over again. And actually I needed to have it on a running task list so I can look at that and be like, okay, so I've got my running tasks. What should I transfer over into this week? So they're there. And then I've got my I've been using the printables from Peanuts Planner Co. Because I liked the fact that I could write all my appointments down because I think I am going to start using this for work. So I'm going to have a lot to put in this section. So yeah, I've also got some more top tabs, as you can see, which I picked up as well from Hobbycraft. I've got these. So they're Project Life, and they're actually 50p, so a bargain. But you can see I just kind of cut them down, hole punched, and then I obviously cut them so that I can just kind of slot them in and out anywhere. So I don't have to keep opening and shutting the rings every time I want to move it. So I've got quite a few of those at the top. So I've got one for my today because that's something that I commonly will turn to. And obviously I want to be able to turn to my running tasks, and sometimes I'm just going to want to turn straight to my today. So that's why I've got, sorry, it's going to be a bit wonky. That's why I've got the two separate things for that. So yeah, so after my running tasks, I've got my events this week. To do this week, next week, and to buy. This again is just a freebie from Peanuts Planner Co. So I just like to have that kind of set out for my week as well. Then I think I've just got some blank, paper in case I need it. Then I've got my work section, which is probably going to change because, as I said, I haven't started using it yet at work. But I've just kind of done what I think so far. It's only been my first week, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to lay things out, but this is what I've done so far. And this will be on the page that I'm using. You can see I've got the dark grey is work and the others are all for my personal. And so I've kind of colour coded it a bit. So this will end up going on my calendar. So I printed this out from Filofaxy. And then I'm going to use those, and I printed them out instead of doing them double-sided. I printed them out like this so that then I can just write notes for the month on those bits if I need them. And then dailies. So I'm thinking at work, I'm not sure if it's going to work yet, but I think I might have them work and personal separate. And I've got, this is a freebie from Peanuts Planner Co as well. So you've got your days here, you've got a tracker, and then I can just write my general to-dos down there. So I think that's what I'm going to use at the moment. As I said, it might change, but obviously with rings there's a lot of flexibility to change things up, which is good. So next I've got my meal plan and my to buy. So again, this has a tab in because I will want to turn a lot to my shopping list and write things in. So this is kind of my plan for the week. I've got some lunches, some dinners on there. And then I have my meal ideas, which I still haven't filled in. So I need to do that because I really do want to have some good ideas on here so I can just pick them and put them onto my weekly meal plan. So I think I'm going to have a look through a few recipe books and just put some ideas down. Some acetate from the Planner Society and my to buy. So I've got kind of a to buy list for general stuff and of course one for planner stuff. And then I've got my wish list and my gift list budget, which I talked through last time. So I haven't used that yet, but I'm going to. I've got my lists and my goals. So the first one is my goals, one of which is to read 30 books in 2018. I'm on 4 so far, so I'm not doing so well. So I need to pick that up. So I've got my achievements, some more vellum from Planner Society, my books to read, my reading log, which again, as I said, I'm only on book 4, so I need to hurry up with that. another vellum, movies to watch, TV shows to watch, TV shows tracker, which is so useful, so useful. I always forget where I am, so it's so great to have that. Then house jobs to do. As I said last time, we had a massive long list of stuff we want to do to the house. So we just literally cut it down to those that we can get done in 2018, so it's not too overwhelming. So that's what that is. And then just blank note paper. Peanuts Planico. I think that was cut from a Stayology and from a Leuchtturm. So that's in there. Then I have my cards in the back, and I collect my receipts up and put them in here. So these will be the receipts I haven't put onto my expenses yet. So obviously if you don't have time to do it straight away, it just reminds you because they're in there, which is great. And then my big back pocket, which I love. So these are just, I've got a couple of things that I need to book. Doctor's appointment letter that I need to take with me when I go. Yeah, and I'll show you these. So these now that I talked about earlier, these are from Etsy, so I'll link the shop as well. They're kind of, they feel really nice. They're not like papery, they're like, I don't know, translucent kind of. But what I'm going to use them for is on my monthly, sometimes like I have put stuff in that I know might move, and then I have to keep scribbling it out, and it just looks really messy, and then it leaves me with less space to write everything else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write it on one of these and then just stick it, and then I can just move it until I'm sure of where it's going to go, and then I can actually write it down. So that's the plan with those. So yeah, looking forward to using them. And I think that's it. So thank you very much for watching. And I really, really, really would recommend a Gillio piano. If anyone is hesitating, just do it. You won't regret it. Thank you very much. Bye.